When it comes to personal finance, you've undoubtedly heard a slew of rules of thumb recommended by others. However, the harsh reality is that there is no one-size-fits-all money management manual. In fact, some of the most popular financial laws can actually do more harm than good. If you're stuck in a financial rut, it might be time to break some outdated rules and start thinking outside the box.
Pennywise, the channel focuses on exploring wealth and increasing savings through life-changing practices about personal finance, money earning and management tips, avoiding hoaxes, and so much more. Our goal is to equip you with a Pennywise mindset through your journey to fund and help you experience the life you desire. So please join us on this exciting adventure by clicking the subscribe button below.
In this video, we'll talk about 5 money rules you should break if you want to make more money. A lot of people think these rules are gospel, but they are actually holding you back from reaching your financial goals. So stay tuned, because at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a challenge so that you can start making more money today. Number 1. Credit cards make you go broke. Many individuals are scared of credit cards since they believe they will spend money they don't have and be trapped in debt over their heads. Those people are more likely to rely on debit cards or cash. Using a credit card wisely can be helpful. You won't have to worry about interest charges if you pay off the balance on time and in full. By steering clear of credit cards, consumers not only miss the opportunity to build credit, but lose rewards, which can come in forms of travel points or cash that credit card companies give to incentivize cardholders to spend. Instead of being a worrywart, stick to your budget and spend within your means. Focus on your card balance, not your credit limit. Set auto payment to pay off your credit debt in full, not just the minimum balance every month. Number 2. Buy in bulk. Costco warehouses and other club stores may offer lower prices per unit than a local grocery store, and buying in bulk can save hundreds of dollars for thousands of American families. However, bulk buying won't save money if you buy more than you consume. Indeed, many customers stated that they have always purchased more than they needed because they could not resist the temptation of super bargains at those clubs. In addition, wholesale markets are not a paradise for every family. If it's a family of 2, the quantities of groceries you stocked up from a significant trip to a wholesale market are so large that it may take weeks or even months to consume. You're essentially paying upfront a lot more for future savings. Worse, jumbo-sized goods may go bad or may expire before you even realize they are there. Instead, purchase only what you need and how much you require at the moment. Number 3. 3 to 6 months worth of rainy day budget. One common financial planner mantra is that you should have an emergency fund to cover 3 to 6 months of expenses. In 2019, the Federal Reserve found that 53% of people surveyed had saved money specifically for emergencies, while 30% said they could not cover 3 months of expenses if they had to. Clearly, not many people can achieve that goal. Depending on the situation, some individuals may be able to manage with a lesser cash reserve, while others may require one that is larger. Those who have consumer debt may be better off having a smaller emergency fund while prioritizing paying off one's deficit. Someone with an unpredictable income or a large number of mouths to feed may discover that 3 to 6 months worth of expenses isn't nearly enough. For example, if you're a freelancer or a temporary employee, you may wish to increase your savings goal to cover any unemployment periods. If you are very cautious or in a volatile sector where you are frequently laid off, having more cash on hand may be more convenient. Instead, An emergency fund is a savings account that you may use to cover unexpected expenses such as job loss, vehicle breakdown, or medical bills. Any non-routine costs, such as a holiday or kitchen makeover, should not be considered. Don't be afraid to go below or beyond the 3 to 6 month rule considering your needs and debt situation. Generally, the less stable your job is and the more people you are responsible for, the more money you should save in case of an emergency. Number 4. The student debt rule. Many college students find themselves in a lot of debt today because of student loans. A standard rule of thumb when determining how much to borrow for higher education is to set a cap on your total student debt at or below your anticipated first-year annual salary. However, private colleges charge far more than public institutions. For decades, wage growth in some sectors has been stagnant. If you are a finance or lawyer, graduates may experience significant pay raises as their careers progress. However, if they are government employees, their raises may be less frequent and substantial. In a Magnify Money survey of the 2017 graduate class, 40% of the 1,000 surveyed recent graduates with student loans anticipated that they'd need more than 10 years to repay their student loans. Aside from the anticipated starting yearly wage, other elements such as the time required to pay off the loan, the institution you attend, and any potential career path you could pursue should be considered. Instead, figure out how much you actually need to borrow by evaluating the potential costs, including tuitions, fees, and living expenses. Adjust your lifestyle and cut down unnecessary expenses. Remember, the goal is to borrow as little money as possible. Look for a loan that is suitable for your future living expenses. Refinancing student debts to a lower rate may help you save money. Number 5. Paying off mortgage before saving for retirement. Because debt is a liability, you may be advised to pay off your mortgage as quickly as possible. It may feel great to be completely debt-free, but slowly paying off your mortgage early isn't always the best move, especially if you are not living in your home for the long run. If you can pay off the house you plan to stay in for 5 years or more after the debt is retired, great, said Kristen C. Sullivan, a Denver co-based financial planner. If not, keep that money for yourself and invest more in your 401k or other assets that have the possibility for growth. Under the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, homeowners who purchase their homes after December 15, 2017 can deduct mortgage interest paid on up to $750,000 in mortgage debt from their taxes. For those living in expensive housing markets who will itemize their taxes, that's all the more reason to invest that money elsewhere. Instead, adding an extra monthly mortgage payment should be done after all other high-interest debt is paid off, such as credit card bills. Consider your priorities. For example, ask yourself whether paying off your mortgage or putting money into retirement is more vital to you. If you can benefit from tax advantages or expect to relocate within the next 5 years, that money may be put to good use in other ways. Hopefully, it doesn't happen every day, but worrying about your personal finances is simply a matter of being a grown-up. There's always going to be something popping up, making you feel like you could or should be earning a better salary, spending less, or saving more. Then there are all of these arbitrary financial restrictions we've heard for years that might make you feel like you're not handling your money correctly. However, it turns out that not every one of these requirements is universal. Since we're talking about money rules, I challenge you to break one rule from this video. Tell us all about your experience in the comments down below after a month of changing your approach to that rule. If you want to learn more about finances, consider subscribing by clicking the big red button below and the notification bell to get notified when we upload new videos. Feel free to like and comment your thoughts so we'll know your feedback. Thanks for tuning in and see you again in our next video.